Well, the bedding is extremely important to the horse. They do seem to do better, race better, perform better if they're well bedded. Well, I'm Robert Gorham, DVM. Basically, been a veterinarian for 35 years and have been a professional thoroughbred horse trainer for the past 20 years. You know, if you're thinking of a healthy stall environment, you've got a relatively large horse in a relatively small area. I mean, it's not like a pasture field where you've got a large area. So you've got to look at air quality. You've got to look at what they're standing on and what they're laying on. So you want something that isn't dusty, that isn't producing a lot of fine, moldy products in the air that they're going to breathe and cause respiratory problems. In addition to that, you've got to have something that's soft, so it's kind to their feet, proper pH, and proper amount of moisture in their feet. And, you know, in our experience, peat fulfills those qualities. The horses react fairly well. I mean, they go in and they go in and they pot up a little bit, and they seem to like it, and they roll. And then whenever we put new bedding in the stalls, they like it and paw and roll and seem to enjoy it. So the horses, it seems natural to them. I think the important thing is it's soft if they lay on it. It's kind to the skin and the skin surface, and that if they're laying down, and if they're standing and sleeping standing up, of course it has to be soft for their feet and not a real hard surface. When we first went to peat moss, some of my research in that said that peat was 3 times more absorbent than traditional wood shavings and 10 times more absorbent than straw. I don't disagree with those figures. Having bedded horses on straw and shavings, I would say that that's pretty accurate. Oh, yeah, that darn city sweeps kicked back up. That advantage kind of came off. Kicked him in the hocks underneath the thing on the way up.
My name is Mark Janes, and I'm a blacksmith. Yes, it does. Keeps a lot more moisture in the foot. Don't let the foot dry out as much. And people don't realize that foot is made up of, the frog is 50% moisture. The sole is 33% moisture. The shell is 25% moisture. So anytime you start taking moisture out of the foot, you're actually hurting the foot, and everybody's.
Oh, he doesn't care about anything. I mean, Double Book loves life. He loves life at the racetrack, and he's happy. What stopped Double Book from his racing career was a quarter crack. I mean, he did have a quarter crack. We dealt with a quarter crack, and we had to patch it, and this is years ago. So, I'm very, very attuned to quarter cracks, and we betting on peat, we just have very few quarter cracks. In fact, we have 90 horses in training. I haven't had a quarter crack in 7 years, and the last quarter crack I had was horses that had stayed over racetrack all winter long, so he was on straw all winter. I mean, we've pretty much eliminated quarter cracks as a problem because of the peat and the moisture that we get into the feet from it. Our horses do well here. I have had a woman, she comes out, kind of watches the horses and that, and she said, this is a happy barn. The horses are happy here. I think it's a variety of reasons why they are. I mean, the people that work here are relaxed. They're not afraid of horses. We've got a good training regime. They get properly fed. But, probably properly bedded is a good situation. Bedding is very, very important, and and we're happy with the results that we've gotten with Pete, and I think our success at the track shows it.